All right, in the next video, we're going to talk about what an expression is in algebra. So our question here says, what is an expression in algebra? Let's take a look at the quick answer here. Okay, so an expression is a sentence with letters, numbers, and operators. I'll just put operations. Oh my goodness. And this sentence is used to make a prediction. Oh man. Okay. So you go out looking for a job. For example, one day you're looking for a job and you're filling out all your applications, and then you finally get an interview, and then the interviewers ask you, hey, how much do you charge for your services? And you're like, $11 an hour, sir, $11 an hour, right? And he's like, great, you're hired, you get the job. And you said, wonderful. When do I start? And the rest is history, right? So you go home and you're like, oh man, let me dream about how much I'm going to be able to make. And so you're thinking, okay, $11 an hour, right? That means $11. Now let's see, if I work 1 hour, I'll make 11 bucks. If I work 2 hours, that's 11 two times, right? How much will I make? Well, I'll multiply, right? 11 times 2 to find out how much money I make, right? That's 22 bucks. Woo! 2 hours, man. Okay, and then I say, okay, well, what about 3 hours? What if I work 3 hours? How much am I going to make? And you're like, do the calculation, 11 times 3. You go, oh, yeah, I'm going to make 33 bucks, right? Then you're like, all right, what if I work a 10-hour day? How much money am I going to make then? You're like, 10-hour day. How much am I going to make then? I'm going to make, woo, 110, man. Be banking, man. I'm going to be banking, Mr. Moore. Fine. But notice what you did. You just played what if. You just played a little what if scenario to make predictions. You're using math right now. You're using algebra, an algebraic expression to make predictions. Now looking at this, I'm going to go back up. What if I put an X here, right? 11X. I'm going to leave this guy right here open. I'm going to leave him open because I could put any number I want into this little like it's like a crystal ball in a weird way, right? If I just put a number in place of this X right here, it's going to somehow tell me how much I'm going to make at the end of the end of the day, depending on how many hours I work, right? So I'm going to put an X here, right? And X is going to represent X equals the number of hours. Ooh, man. X equals the number of hours, right? So So 11x, that expression right there, that algebra expression, it's got a letter, it's got a number, and it's got an invisible operator, which is multiplication, right? That means if there's no sign in between the 11 and the x, that means multiply, right? So you have all three. That's an algebraic expression. You don't need to have all letters, numbers, and operations, but a plain old 11 would be an expression. A plain old x would be an expression, but it could have all three. That's all I'm saying. So 11x is used to predict how much you make. You see that? You see how this expression here, 11x? 11x is an expression that helps you make a prediction, and that's how much money you're going to make, right? You just plug in the number of hours right here in for x, or right here in for x. As long as you know to multiply those two together, you can make that prediction. So there's an example of an algebraic expression. They do get a little bit more complicated than this, but this is a great start. I want to thank you and have a great day.